Let go of me. Janelle's voice ricochets off the bathroom tiles, sharp and desperate. Rick's hand is a vice on her wrist, squeezing so hard her fingers tingle. The manager's face is inches from hers, red and sweating, spit flecking his beard. The door is locked. The air smells of bleach and fear. You want to keep this job, you'll learn to keep your mouth shut. Rick snarls, his grip tightening. You don't talk back to me. You don't talk back to customers. Especially not men like Mr. Russo. Janelle's eyes blaze. He grabbed me, Rick. He put his hand on my. Rick cuts her off, voice low and dangerous. He's a regular. He pays your rent. You're just another waitress. You're lucky I don't fire you right now. Janelle yanks her arm, but Rick doesn't let go. You're hurting me. He leans in, breath sour with coffee and cigarettes. You embarrassed me out there. You made me look weak. You want to keep your job? You go out there and apologize. Smile. Serve him. Or you're done. A sudden, heavy knock rattles the door. Both freeze. Is there a problem in there? The voice is deep, calm, with a hint of an Italian accent. It's the kind of voice that makes people listen. Rick's face drains of color. He lets go of Janelle's wrist so fast she nearly stumbles. He fumbles with the lock, hands shaking. The door swings open. Luca Romano stands in the doorway. Table 7. The man in the tailored charcoal suit, black hair slicked back, olive skin, eyes like polished obsidian. He's the kind of man who never raises his voice, but makes the whole restaurant nervous. The kind of man nobody says no to. He glances at Rick, then at Janelle. His gaze lingers on the red mark blooming on her wrist. Is there a problem? Luca asks, voice soft but deadly. Rick stammers. No, Mr. Romano. Just a little misunderstanding. Luca raises a hand. Rick falls silent. Luca's eyes never leave Janelle's. Miss, are you all right? Janelle nods, but her voice is small. I'm fine. Luca's lips twitch, almost a smile. You don't look fine. Rick tries to step in. She's just. Luca's gaze snaps to him. I wasn't speaking to you. The silence is suffocating. Janelle feels the air shift, the balance of power tilting. Luca turns to her, voice gentle. Would you like to return to your work? Or would you like to leave? Janelle looks at Rick, then at Luca. She straightens her shoulders. I'd like to go back to work. Luca nods. Then you will. He steps aside, holding the door open for her. Janelle slips past, heart racing. She can feel Rick's glare burning in her back, but she doesn't look at him. Luca's hand rests lightly on her shoulder as she passes. If you need anything, you come to me. Understand? Janelle nods, barely breathing. Yes, sir. Luca's eyes soften. Good. She walks back into the dining room, head high, hands shaking. The restaurant is buzzing. Waiters weaving between tables, the clatter of dishes, the low hum of conversation. But she feels every eye on her, every whisper. At table 7, Lucas sits down, his wife beside him. Gianna Romano, tall, elegant, dark hair and a sleek chignon, emerald dress hugging her curves. She watches Janelle with sharp, assessing eyes. Janelle grabs a tray, forces herself to smile, and heads to her next table. But her mind is spinning. She knows what she saw in Rick's eyes. This isn't over. At the bar, her friend Maya, Latina, short, with a pixie cut and a quick smile, leans in. You okay? Janelle nods, voice tight. Rick's pissed. But Luca Romano just saved my ass. Maya's eyes go wide. Girl, you don't mess with table 7. That man owns half the city. And his wife? She's scarier than he is. Janelle glances over. Gianna is watching her, lips curved in a secret smile. Janelle shivers. I just want to finish my shift and get out of here. Maya squeezes her hand. Stick with me. We'll get through it. But as Janelle turns to serve her next table, she feels Rick's eyes on her. And she knows, tonight, the real trouble is just beginning. Janelle's hands shake as she balances a tray of drinks, weaving through the maze of tables. The restaurant is alive with Friday night noise, laughter, clinking glasses, the sizzle of steak from the open kitchen. But all she hears is the echo of Rick's threat and the memory of Luca Romano's eyes, dark and unreadable. She glances at table 7. Luca sits with perfect posture, his suit immaculate, his wife Gianna beside him, emerald dress shimmering under the chandelier. Gianna's gaze is sharp, almost predatory, as she watches Janelle move. Luca's fingers drum the table, slow and deliberate. At the bar, Maya whispers, "He's still watching you." Janelle doesn't have to ask who. She feels Rick's stare from the manager's station, his jaw clenched, lips pressed in a thin line. He's pretending to check receipts, but his eyes never leave her. She delivers drinks to a group of businessmen, forces a smile, thanks them for their tip. Her wrist throbs where Rick grabbed her. She tugs her sleeve down, hiding the bruise. A commotion at the front. Mr. Russo, the regular who started it all, is back from the bathroom, red-faced and loud. He waves Janelle over with a crooked finger. "Hey, sweetheart, you gonna apologize or what?" Janelle freezes. The whole room seems to pause, forks halfway to mouths. Rick appears at her side, voice oily. "Go on, Janelle. Mr. Russo's waiting." Janelle's heart pounds. She glances at table 7. Luca is watching, his expression unreadable. Gianna leans in, whispering something in his ear. Janelle squares her shoulders, walks to Russo's table. "Sir, I'm here to serve your table. Is there anything else you need?" Russo leers. "Yeah, an apology. You made a scene. You embarrassed me." Janelle's voice is steady. "I'm sorry you felt embarrassed, sir, but I don't allow anyone to touch me while I'm working." Russo's face darkens. "You got an attitude, girl. Maybe you need to learn some manners." Rick steps in, voice low. "Janelle, apologize. Now." Janelle's hands clench. She looks at Rick, then at Russo, then at Luca. Luca's gaze is steady, unwavering. Janelle takes a breath. "I'm sorry, sir, but I won't apologize for asking to be treated with respect." The room is silent. Russo's mouth opens, then closes. Rick's face turns purple. Suddenly, Gianna stands. Her heels click on the hardwood as she crosses the room, every eye following her. She stops beside Janelle, her presence electric. Gianna's voice is smooth cold. "Is there a problem here?" Russo blusters. "Just teaching the staff some manners." Gianna's smile is razor sharp. "Funny. I was about to say the same to you." Russo sputters. "Excuse me." Gianna leans in, her voice a whisper only Janelle can hear. "You did nothing wrong. Don't let them break you." She straightens, turns to Rick. "My husband and I are regulars here. We expect your staff to be treated with respect. If that's a problem, we'll take our business elsewhere." Rick stammers. "No, Mrs. Romano. Of course not." Gianna's eyes flick to Russo. "Then I suggest you remind your customers of the same." She takes Janelle's arm, gently, and leads her away. The room exhales, conversation bubbling up again. At the bar, Maya grins. "You just got saved by the queen herself." Janelle laughs, shaky but real. "I think I did." But as she glances back, she sees Rick's eyes, cold and calculating. She knows he won't forget this. And she knows, deep down, that the night is far from over. The rest of Janelle's shift is a blur of orders, forced smiles, and whispered warnings. Rick keeps his distance, but his glare follows her everywhere. Maya sticks close, running interference when she can, but the tension in the air is thick enough to choke on. At 10:45, the dinner rush finally slows. Janelle is wiping down a table when Rick's voice cuts through the clatter. "Bradley, office. Now." Maya grabs her arm. "Don't go alone." Janelle shakes her head. "If I don't, he'll just make it worse." She follows Rick down the narrow hallway, past the kitchen, to the cramped office in the back. He closes the door behind them, the click of the lock loud in the silence. Rick's face is red, veins bulging at his temples. "You think you're clever? You think you can embarrass me in front of the Romanos? In front of everyone?" Janelle stands her ground. "I did my job. I stood up for myself. That's not a crime." Rick slams his fist on the desk. "You're done here. Get your stuff and get out. I'll make sure you never work in this town again." Janelle's heart pounds, but she refuses to let him see her fear. "You can't fire me for defending myself." Rick sneers. "Watch me." A knock at the door. Not a polite tap. 3 hard, deliberate raps. Rick yanks the door open, ready to explode. But the words die in his throat. Luca Romano stands in the doorway, Gianna at his side. Behind them, 2 men in black suits, broad-shouldered, stone-faced, unmistakably muscle. Luca's voice is soft, but fills the room. Is there a problem, Rick? Rick tries to recover. No, Mr. Romano. Just a little staff issue. Nothing you need to worry about. Gianna steps forward, her eyes icy. We are worried. We watched you drag Janelle down this hallway. We heard you threaten her. That's not how you treat people. Not in our city. Rick's face goes slack. I didn't. Luca raises a hand. The room goes silent. You're done here, Rick. You'll hand over your keys and leave. Now. Rick sputters. You can't. This is my restaurant. Luca's smile is cold. Not anymore. One of the men in black steps forward. Rick's bravado crumbles. He fumbles in his pocket, pulls out a ring of keys, and slaps them on the desk. He storms out, brushing past Janelle without a word. Gianna turns to Janelle, her voice gentle now. Are you all right? Janelle nods, tears stinging her eyes. Thank you. I didn't know what else to do. Luca's gaze is steady. You did exactly what you should. You stood up for yourself. That takes courage. Gianna smiles. We need more people like you in this place. People who don't back down. Janelle wipes her eyes, a shaky laugh escaping her lips. I just wanted to finish my shift. Luca's eyes soften. You're not just finishing your shift, Janelle. You're starting something new. He turns to the men in black. Make sure Rick doesn't come back. They nod, disappearing down the hall. Gianna squeezes Janelle's hand. Come on, let's get you a drink. On the house. Janelle follows them back to the dining room, the weight on her chest finally lifting. Maya rushes over, hugging her tight. What happened? Maya whispers. Janelle smiles, for real this time. I think I just got my job back. And maybe a little more. The restaurant feels different now. The tension that choked the air is gone, replaced by a strange, electric calm. Janelle sits at the bar, Maya beside her, a glass of sparkling water in her hand. She watches as Luca and Gianna speak quietly with the staff, their presence commanding but not cruel. The kitchen crew peeks out, whispering eyes wide. Gianna returns, sliding onto the bar stool next to Janelle. You did well tonight. Most people would have just taken it. You didn't. Janelle shrugs, still a little dazed. I was scared, but I couldn't let him treat me like that. Not again. Gianna's eyes are kind, but fierce. You shouldn't have to. Not here. Not anywhere. Luca approaches, his suit jacket off, sleeves rolled up. He looks less like a legend and more like a man who's seen too much. We're making some changes, he says. Rick's gone. You and Maya. If you want, will help us run this place right. No more fear. No more threats. Janelle's eyes widen. You mean? Gianna nods. Manager. You'll have support. You'll have protection. And you'll have a say. Maya squeals, hugging Janelle. Girl, you did it. Janelle laughs, tears in her eyes. I just wanted to survive the night. Luca smiles, a real one this time. Sometimes surviving is the bravest thing you can do. The staff gathers around, uncertain but hopeful. Luca addresses them all. This is a new start. Anyone who can't treat people with respect can leave now. Otherwise, let's make this the best place in the city. A few people clap. Maya starts to cheer. Even the kitchen staff joins in. Janelle looks around, heart swelling. For the first time, she feels seen. She feels safe. Later, as the last customers leave and the lights dim, Gianna finds Janelle cleaning up. You know, my husband saw you long before tonight. He said you had fire. He was right. Janelle grins. I just wanted to do my job. Gianna squeezes her shoulder. Now you get to do it your way. Outside, the city hums. Janelle steps into the cool night, Maya at her side. The air smells like rain and possibility. Maya nudges her. You coming back tomorrow, boss? Janelle laughs, the sound bright and free. Wouldn't miss it for the world. As they walk down the street, the neon sign above the restaurant flickers, then glows steady. Inside, Luca and Gianna watch from table 7, a silent promise in their eyes. Tonight, Janelle didn't just survive. She changed everything.